Since it's a weekend, let's play another instant tournament of Witchbase Online with 4 boards, playing for imps, because that feels a bit more natural to me, to be honest. Let's see, pass. We do have 16 FL points, but I'm gonna deduct one and count it as a 15 count, mainly because the Ace of Spades as a singleton isn't really worth as much, since we can't communicate with partner in that suit, and also diamonds is a bit weak to count the length point fully, I would contest. So I count this as a 15 count. Now the question is, do I still open a no trump, since my I usually shouldn't do that with a singleton, but the singleton is the eighth, which is sort of an exception sometimes, but in a major, I'm not feeling comfortable with that. Maybe when it would be about 2 no trump, I'm a bit more lenient, but when it comes to 1 no trump, I'm just opening a diamond and partner freely bids a spade, because he could have also just doubled to show a 4-card spade suit. So freely bid spades usually conveys a 5-card suit. You can in this case, you can immediately distinguish between a 5-card for the 5-card spade suit, since you have two different bids, double and one spade, to show them. But that doesn't really help us all that much, since we are not interested in spades, unfortunately. We are just interested in no trump, and I think we can't jump. No, even 2 no trump would say 18 to 19 high card points. That's a bummer. Twice rebiddable diamonds. I don't see them as being twice rebiddable. But we don't have 12 to 14 total points either. 2 hearts is one. Can we just double, maybe? No, support double. That shows a 3-card spade suit. We also don't have that. What do the robots want us possibly to bid here? 2 spades shows spade support. Double shows spade support, which we don't have. Overcalling hearts is not an option, since West already bid hearts. Two diamonds shows a stronger diamond suit than we have, in my honest opinion, but maybe that's the only bid left, since 2 no trump already shows 18 to 99 card points. I would have easily bid 2 no trump with this, but I'm not familiar with the 2/1 system, so I guess I bid 2 diamonds since I don't have any other option. And we play in 2 diamonds. Great. That won't make for a great score, I'm afraid. At least the Queen of Clubs is out, so the Jack is good. So we don't necessarily lose a club trick, although we can, since it might be quite likely that West's Queen of Clubs leads was a singleton. Am I too worried about the blockage in spades? Don't really think so. Not all that interested in developing the spades in the first place, to be honest. I mainly want to rough hearts, I guess. Well, I will unblock the spades. I don't think that it hurts either. So I will take this one, unblock the spades, and then lead the trump, I think. We can keep the trump trick. Alright, so the danger of us suffering a club rough, fortunately, has sort of diminished with that. I'm now thinking about roughing a spade, maybe setting up something nice there. But I'm not really seeing the end position, to be brutally honest. Maybe I just need to hope to develop a hard trick in the end, yeah. That's maybe what this all is about in the end. Spades is pretty irrelevant. Yeah, I don't see any perspective, I don't see any hope or any prospect, let's say it like that, in spades. So let's just try to draw trumps. There's the ace. So our queen will take care of West's last trump in the end. I think I might want to be in hand. Not really sure that it matters. I want to draw the last trump. And then I think I will just lead the heart up to the jack 9. Hope West has the turn. He may, okay. So the king of spades, yes, I can have that. Maybe I shouldn't have cast the ace of spades that early. That was pretty stupid, to be honest. Well, I will get back in with the queen of hearts. And the last trick is going to be West's. But we made it with an over trick. It's fine for me. I don't think we had game in the first place with this hand, actually. So 2 diamonds is fine in the end. Maybe we would have made 2 no trump. Not sure about that. Okay, we have 11 high card points, 12 FL, but in second hand, vulnerable. I'm tempted to just pass. I mean, this is close. This is really close. But and actually, to be honest, in third hand, for example, I would have opened this. I might have even opened this in second hand if we were not vulnerable and they were vulnerable. But this, I mean, everything is against all the soft factors, if you so will speak, against opening this hand. So I think passing this out is actually fine. Did the others write a positive or a negative score? Mostly negative, I see. But 1 no trump would make. But yeah, 2 no trump or 3 no trump also went down heavily. So maybe not the worst thing, but we could have maybe opened like a diamond and then settled for 1 no trump. But I'm not feeling very comfortable with that. I mean, vulnerable is always a bit dangerous when there is a danger of you going down more than 1 trick, let's say it like that. It's not very comfortable. Okay, now we do have 20 high card points, but the king of diamonds doesn't count fully. So, I mean, however you might call this, however you might count this, I should say. I will just open the heart any day of the week. Partner supports heart, so I think we can straightly jump to game. We have enough so-called V points, as we say in Germany, distribution points to justify us jumping there. We do have the 8 of spades as well, so I can't just let this one go because the 8 has the same effect as the 9-10 jack would have. Or should I play one of those just to threaten being a dummy? Not really sure what that accomplishes in the first place. Let me play low. He's placed the ace. Now hopefully he doesn't give his partner a spade rough. He cashes a diamond trick. Sure, he can do that. And no spade rough. Thank goodness. So we do need to be a little bit careful about entries, unfortunately. The question is, do I want to throw clubs away on spades and diamonds, or isn't that priority in the first place? I can throw one on the diamond pretty safely, but spades, not all too comfortable with that, to be honest. What should I just... The thing is, there is a small danger of us losing this contract if we lose a club trick, if clubs break, unfortunately, as well as the queen of hearts. So maybe I actually just settle for one loser. Settle to lose one of the two, which will be the queen of hearts, because that's what I cannot avoid. If West has the queen of hearts third, he will always make that. But then maybe focus on avoiding the club instead. So drawing the king now. And then just switching to the king of clubs and try to throw my clubs away. And then I don't really care if they rough with the already high Queen of Hearts, since it would have made a trick anyway. The other alternative is playing for an overtrick, which I would have to do if this were match points, but that's why I like imps more, because you can sort of strategize a little bit more depending on what your contract actually is. Because my main goal is making the contract. I'm not really concerned about the overtrick. So I think I would just catch the king. Maybe the queen falls, that would be nice. It doesn't, but it's the only trump outstanding. So now I just switch to the king of clubs, I think. I could have also just won the trump, actually. Would have been even safer regarding entries. But I still have the trump entry anyway, so no danger there. And I can just catch the high spades, discard the clubs in case clubs break. Unfortunately, and now I will just lose the Queen of Hearts and nothing else. But unfortunately, the hard finesse would have also worked. I wasn't sure about that, especially since East plays the takeout double, so he could have very well had hard shortness. Yeah, I'm satisfied with how I played this, even though I didn't make an overtrick. Which was technically possible, this was a very, very safe route. And we actually gained an imp, but still in 4th place. Maybe we get into the top 3 on the podium. Finishing on the podium would be maybe kind of nice. Let's see, we have 16 high card points and the next point is spades, but I will deduct a point immediately for the hearts and also for the diamonds. I can deduct something because a queen doubleton usually isn't as valuable. But that's a worry for later. I will just open a spade in the first place. Partner gets a no trump, and since we have some deductions in our hand, we don't have a fit either. I'm very, very comfortable just passing this. We might have a couple of losers, two immediate diamond losers, an immediate heart loser, and an immediate club loser. Yeah, obviously we shouldn't bid any further than 1 no trump. No choice here. So hearts is a bit dangerous now. But well, it's a 1 no trump contract, so we can't really complain. We will have to play clubs sooner or later, I'm afraid. Not very nice, since I do want... Since they can catch a couple of hard tricks, I'm very afraid. But we don't really have a choice. At least we have a third round diamond stop if the opponents lead diamonds. This is a very instructive holding, the queen opposite the jack. So the queen opposite the jack is not a stopper if you have to lead the suit. If I have to lead diamonds from either hand, I can lose all diamonds. But if the opponents lead diamonds for me, I will just play low in second hand. Regardless of who leads, I will just play a low diamond from second hand, and after that, the queen and jack always constitute a stopper in the suit. Very nice. So yeah, I have to work on the clubs. I have no other choice. The ace comes out immediately, so West probably has a couple of hard tricks to catch. Now it's important to not throw away a diamond. That would be unfortunate, since that would ruin our stopper. Clubs, there's no need to throw away clubs. They are all good anyway, so let's throw away a couple of spades. And like I said, in diamonds, second hand always plays low. But unfortunately, we will lose too many hard tricks, I'm afraid. Yeah, but a hard trick too many, since the ace of diamonds is still out there as a loser, and now we now have to start discarding winners, unfortunately, because we have 3 spade tricks, 3 club tricks, a diamond trick. Whenever we gain the lead, we can claim, but we will gain the lead 1 trick too late, unfortunately. So the jack of diamonds is now the promised stop in diamonds, but that doesn't really matter, unfortunately, anymore. We do have the rest, though. Yeah, this is just a claim, but we are one down and that surely robbed us of our final chance of making the podium. We stayed in fourth place actually, so others didn't do much better, but obviously also didn't do much worse. Wasn't really possible. Alright, fourth place out of 15 tables. Yeah, kind of okay. See you next time. Have a nice Sunday.